this your only reset?
This is one of the easiest reset.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to do. It's this and the slider and the TikTok.
Which Caleb's got TikTok. I literally don't even have to do it. This is the first speed course that I don't have to
You don't even really need that thing. You can step on this.
I just run
and
without
knock
it.
it out.
There's chocolate and stuff. There's chocolate and stuff.
All right, let's hear it for our first.
Good morning. We are getting ready to kick off our Tier 1 Northwest Regional Championship here at Life Force Ninja. We're getting started with Jacob Shaw. I'm Becca. I'll be your guide for the competition today. We are going to have athletes running 2 courses, a speed and a challenge, and we're just getting started with the speed. We're starting out with some spinners there. Jacob secured his first point. It's a nice big jump to the ring. For the speed course here, athletes do not have a lot of time. They've got to try to move quickly through here. Jacob is looking real smooth. He's getting lots of good cues from his coach. Looking really efficient here. He's going to take an extra swing on that TikTok. Make sure he gets that landing. Awesome job. What a way to start the day with a full clear. Nice work, Jacob. All right, we'll check in with our run order here. Following Jacob, we have Travis, Maxwell, Jude, and Mila. All right, we can see in the upper left-hand corner, our clock athletes have 45 seconds to complete this speed course. It's not a lot. Travis looking smooth through the start. He's connecting obstacles really nicely here. Moving right through from one to the next. That is a big reach there, but he's got that ring. And down for the slide on descent. Now we're into around the corner, and he is making quick work of this. Looks like he may have been able to make that jump, but he is being sure that he has enough momentum to get to the black pad. He'll need a big jump. Awesome! Nice job, Travis. Full clear. Max getting ready to start. Coming out of Skyhook Ninja in the Portland, Oregon area. They've got a nice big crew here today and had some Tier 2 athletes yesterday. Max getting some good jumps through there. Nice, that was a great quick reach. This is going to be a bit of a reach for him. We'll see what he chooses to do. That was an awesome reach and pop. Make sure he got both hands on that ring for the slide down. He is looking really focused here. That was a great big jump from Max for our third full clear of the morning. We have Jude getting started here. Looking confident on that ring swing, legs up to make sure he doesn't touch the ground. Nice big bounce off the mini tramp. Big swings, you can see he's using his legs to get a lot of momentum there. It's working great. That was a big landing for Jude. And he is running through this course in a jump right off the TikTok. That was so awesome. Full clear for Jude. We love seeing athletes have success on these speed courses. They are designed to be quick with obstacles that are not super technical. This is going to be an exciting leaderboard here. So let's take a look at where we're at. It's going to take me just a moment here, but we will check in with that leaderboard in just a second for the kids male. We do have Mila starting for kids female though, so we'll tune in here. Looking confident on the spinners. That is a great start. She's getting lots of cues from her coach. Mila trains with the FitSet crew. That was an awesome reach and pop. Nice movement here. She is not wasting any time. And a big leap from Mila to the end. Nice work. All clear. All right, we can check in with our kids male leaderboard now. We should be all good there. Wonderful. Taking a look at where we're at here. We have 4 full clears and some super close times. That is really fun to see. Moving on to our next kids female athlete, we have Hallie. She is cruising through this course, looking strong. We have a mix of some ninja and a little bit of parkour flavor with those platforms there that they have to climb up on. Ooh, that looked like it was pretty close on the landing, but she got it. Nice big jump. Taking that extra swing just to make sure she has that jump. Awesome full clear for Hallie. We have Lilac getting ready to start the course. She's got lots of fans on the sideline cheering her on. Looking good through the first couple obstacles here. She has completed the spinners. She's going to opt to use the top of that box over there to come into the ring swing. That was fantastic. She made it straight to the green blocks. I'm not sure we've seen that yet. And looking confident on the top of those wedges. She's eyeing up that ring. I imagine planning out what she wants to do, which hand she wants to reach with. That is a nice swing. We've seen some good swinging technique from athletes this morning using their lower body to help them get that momentum. She's cruising through. Her clock is ticking down. She's going to have to keep moving here. She's got that point. Let's see if she can make it all the way. Big jump to the TikTok. Oh, so close. It was some awesome work from Lilac. Nice job. Look at who we have next here. We have Braylee getting ready to start. Big weekend for Braylee. She's got Ninja Comp here and celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So it's a very exciting weekend. Happy birthday, Braylee. Bit of information on these athletes here. We have a survey that they filled out, and so we know a little more about them. Braylee's been training Ninja for about 2.5 years, and has just joined the team here at Life Force quite recently. Looking strong and a great start. That was a nice climb up there. Excellent movement around the corner. And she is not stopping. She is carrying right through. And she went for the jump. One swing on the TikTok. Full clear for Braley. What an awesome way to start the weekend. This is one of two courses for athletes. All athletes will run both a speed course. This is our shorter course that we're running right now. This age group, the kids age group, has 45 seconds on the clock to complete the speed course. And then we'll run a challenge course later that will be a longer, more technical course. We have Sydney on the start block from Skyhook Ninja in the Portland area. Sydney's been competing up here at Life Force for a number of seasons, I believe. And she is looking strong on the start of this course. Moving right through, making great time. You can see she kind of tucked her legs behind her so she could throw them forward and get the pop off that ring. It worked really nicely. And she's going to opt for that extra swing. It was fun to see the different approaches on that TikTok there. And a full clear for Sydney. 32 seconds. This is where we're at with our kids female leaderboard. I'll put Sydney right into first there. Some close times here. Alright. Looks like we are getting ready to switch gears to our mature kids, male and female. We'll take a look. We're going to be starting off the next group with Everett. Bear with us here. We're going to take a few moments to get the course ready. A few minor changes. Everett getting ready to start the course from FitSet with Coach Jeremy on his sideline. Nice. Wow, we can see on those green blocks the black pad that the kids group was able to use has been removed. So that's one of our couple of small changes for this group. Everett with the big climb up there, getting ready to start the next obstacle, descent. Since we have this ring that travels down the track, the ring slider, that was a good reset. We can get his reach to that ring slider. Everett continuing to move smoothly here as the clock ticks down. Big jump. Oh, that was a good fall. He is all right. Nice work, Everett. He really went for it on the speed course this morning. Points for Everett. Our next athlete is Andrew, another FitSet athlete. We have a good number of their crew that is joining us this weekend. Always great to have them down here. Nice, really strong swing, good body control. This is Tier 1 of the World Ninja League, so generally athletes competing in this level of competition have had some experience, and you can see that in the way Andrew is moving here. He's moving really decisively and cleanly. And he has 15 seconds to finish this course, and that's enough if he keeps moving. And he's going to take that extra swing. Sometimes it is important to make sure you have enough momentum, and if he gets a big jump, he can make that. That was awesome. full clear for Andrew this morning. All right, for the mature kids, we do have the same amount of time as the kids' waves. They get 45 seconds. We have Kellen from Skyhook. Nice take throw off the ring swing. That is a fun dynamic move. Good catch on the wedge. We are getting a little preview of some obstacles on the right side there that we'll see later in the challenge course. That was some good trust on that ring there. One arm swing from Kellen, not quite there on that wedge, but it was a great run, a great try. Nice work, Kellen. Next up, we have Milo from Northwest Ninja Park down in Eugene, Oregon. Springfield, actually. Nice confident start on those spinners. Big jump from the box. You'll see some different approaches on some of these obstacles. They have some options. They can choose to use part of an element or to not use part of an element. We're seeing some really quick moves from Milo here. Very nice. He's got good time to this board here. And let's see. Oh, he was very close. It looks like he was just going to go for that big jump. That was a nice run from Milo. Jacob from Skyhook is on course. The spinners are not moving much under his feet. He was stepping in just the perfect spot on them. Very confident steps across those wedges. And not much of a pause up there on that platform. He is moving efficiently through these obstacles. Because the obstacles run right into each other from one to the next, it is really important to be so efficient here, and we are seeing that from Jacob. He is not pausing between. That was fantastic. That extra swing to make sure he made it to that landing platform and got his full clear. With our speed course today, we have flow rules, which means that it is a one and done format. If an athlete fails an obstacle, then that is the end of their scored run, but they can continue to finish for fun within the time cap. We have Sam getting ready to start, another one of our Life Force team members. Has been training with the team for just a short time, but has been competing for quite a while. Was training with the team up in Canada previously. That was a very nice jump up there. Sam is moving very well this morning. Really efficient, using those legs to get the swing. You can see his legs kind of kicking in the air to get him back on track. There's lots of adjustments that happen on the fly here. It's really fun to see all of the body movements, and he's going to jump onto that TikTok. Looks like the extra swing is part of the plan here. Big jump and to the buzzer, and what an awesome full clear for Sam, and some celebration there. Fantastic work. Okay, we have Dash. We're seeing quite a number of Skyhook athletes this morning. It is awesome. They have a great crew out here this weekend. Dash is looking confident with the forward lean on his run through the spinners there. Big jump and swing through, and no stopping, just moving. Very quick with the hand movements on these rings. Nice throw. Lots of power on that swing there. And are we going to see the jump through the TikTok? He's going to take an extra swing there. We're seeing some athletes playing it safe here. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great to make sure they get that point, especially because it is the buzzer point. Nice full clear from Dash. Next up, we have Gage from Sumner Ninja. Travels up here to train on the weekends when he can and has competed here before. Looking strong. Confident on his steps. He's got Coach Jeff helping him out on his sideline, giving him some cues. Straight through. Nice. It was a great jump on. He had a lot of momentum. He had enough to make it to that pad, but it is good to make sure he's ready for that landing. That was fantastic. Full clear from Gage. Shout out to our crew this morning. We have Aaron on the camera, Jaden reffing, and some resets from Claire and Amelia. Thanks to everybody helping make this day happen. And we have Ben Slee, formerly a skyhook athlete from the Portland area, but moved up to Bellingham in the somewhat recent past year and has been training with us. He is looking really smooth here and fast. Nice reach there on that ring. And the one-arm slide. Ooh! No problem making it to that wedge from the one-arm slide. That is impressive. Is he going to choose to jump straight through the TikTok? And it looks like he got it. And he is clear. That was so close on the foot. Full clear from Ben.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We have another Life Force team member queuing up on the start here. We have Murray. He's wearing his Premier Series jersey from this last year. Went over to Modus Ninjas to do the finals. And he is out with a great start here. Big throw. He landed deep into those boxes. And really efficient jump up from the mini tramp. Vault on up. Murray's been training here with us for quite a long time. He's really been developing as an athlete. Building lots of power. Very nice. No stopping here from Murray. And a big jump to the finish! Nice full clear. Awesome job, Murray. These runs are happening really quickly, but we'll take a quick look at our leaderboard for the mature kids male here. We have some fast times. Amazing. Jameson from Skyhook has started his run. Nice landing on the blocks. He is moving with some great intention this morning. Nice big kick. That was really smooth around the corner. He's taking that extra swing, making sure he gets his landing there. He needs a big jump. Oh, yes! Excellent job. Full clear for Jameson. Jack is getting ready here. He's been training with the Life Force team for a little while here. This is his first season of competing, I believe. I think he may have helped us with some demos in a previous season, but has come out really strong this year. Looks like he's really enjoying himself out there. Nice job, Jack. Let's go and get another angle on that swing there. Looks like he wanted to have a little more momentum coming into that TikTok, but he is going to pump a few times to get a nice, solid jump. That was a great example of a full clear, but also a great example of a nice, big jump off that TikTok. If you have less swing, you do need a bigger jump, and he made that happen. He made it look really smooth. Following Jack, we have Ben Keeper. He's been training ninja here for a long time. Started in our rec classes and has joined our team. Been on the team for quite a while. He's looking really focused here. Looks like all that course planning has paid off. So strong. We haven't seen that skip yet. That was a nice big jump. Big throw. Awesome. What? That was so awesome. He went straight from the bridge to the TikTok and had a ton of momentum. We'll see if any of the other athletes were paying attention. If they want to try those big skips, that was really efficient. Full clear from Ben. Great work. That run put Ben Keeper into first place. Just a tiny bit faster than Ben Slee. The two of them train together quite a bit, so it's fun to see them so close. We have Theo getting started. It looks like we might be catching up if that overlay says Ben still. It is incorrect. We have Theo on course. Trains out of Sumner Ninja. Comes here on the weekends when he can. Get some experience on our obstacles. Nice slide down. Oh yeah. Making sure he's got enough to get there, and he made it! Awesome! Oh, clear. Apologies if our graphics are having trouble catching up. I'm not sure if what you're seeing is the same as what I'm seeing, but it looks like we're all correct now. We are working on fixing that issue there, and it looks like we are all set with Nikita. Great start. A little balance to start on the course, and then a nice big swing through. We're getting the athletes warmed up for their, very nice. Looks like Nikita is already way warmed up, getting ready for our challenge course runs after this speed course. Nikita is making quick work of this. That was a good save on that board. He is going to take that extra swing. Sometimes it's hard to know on that first one. If you have enough, that was fantastic. Full clear for Nikita. Back to our leaderboard here. We are having some serious upsets. They just keep getting faster. It is so awesome. We've got quite a few runners left in this group. It looks like one more for the boys. We have Graham, Life Force Ninja athlete. And he is out with a bang there. That was a quick start on the spinners. Nice body control. You can see him adjust his legs on that swing so he get the throw the way he wanted. Looking super efficient. Has been training some parkour in addition to ninja, taking some classes, and you can really see that coming through on his confidence on these harder objects, the blocks. That was a big, big jump. That was fantastic and an awesome rollout from Graham. Nice full clear. And again, apologies if you're seeing the wrong graphic at the bottom here. That was Graham Royal. Full clear. Adeline on course, the first of our Mature Kids female wave here. Training out of FitSet in Calgary, I believe. They do have 2 locations, Calgary and Edmonton. Nice big pull. She is looking locked in this morning. She's just making sure she's got enough momentum there and land on that board. We get an extra swing on the TikTok, and she needs a big, huge jump to make it to that black pad. She's got it! Yes! Nice job, Adeline.
Understood.
Chloe is starting the course. Another FitSet athlete. Getting ready to jump to that ring on Swinging In. Nice big pull. She's getting lots of good cues from her coach. Can be really nice to have that support as you're out on the course. Remembering what you need to do. Ooh, that was a nice swing in. She used her leg a little bit. Yes! That was awesome! Nice job, Chloe. Full clear. Oh, that does not look like it is the right leaderboard. We'll get us sorted here. Mature Kids female. There we go. All right. And again, we're starting to see the pattern of times that are very close. Maya moving right through. Was a nice landing on those blocks. Made it far. Good climb up. Looks like she needs to take an extra swing there, making sure she is online, which is a smart thing to do. Oh, that is all right. That was a good slide down. It is all right. That was a nice run from Maya. Those rings can be really tricky. Hard to get the line the way you want it to be, and then once you start swinging on that slider there, it can get tricky. The good news is we will have a challenge course that all athletes will run. She's got her teammates there with her. And we will see Maya again on a challenge course in a little bit. We have Violet. Looks like she was maybe protecting an arm there. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe we'll get a little more of a story. All right, I got a little bit of details from Coach Riley there. Violet does have a full cast. I think that was on her, looked like maybe her left arm, and she was still going for it, but being nice to that arm there. Okay, Monroe is getting ready to start. That was a speedy beginning to this course. Monroe trains out of Sumner Ninja. You can tell from her sunset colored jersey they have some sweet colors going on. Again, on these rings, getting that line is a little bit tricky, making sure she's swinging her body in the direction she wants to go, and a solid landing around the corner on the wedge. She's got just about 15 seconds, and she is making it happen. Come on, Monroe! That was a huge jump! What confidence! Full clear for Monroe, and lots of celebration. We're seeing some big jumps from athletes from that board to the TikTok there at the end, we have Ariana getting started. Another Traverse athlete, training out of the Bay Area in California. Awesome. She's got some great continuous movement here, not stopping, moving right through. Nice. She landed on that wedge running. That was very cool. And she does have enough time to finish this. She's going to come down to that green block. Athletes have the option. They can use that green block. And she makes it in time. Full clear for Ariana. Great work. We have just 4 athletes left for this wave. Mariana is next. A lot of confidence on those spinners this morning. They do spin underfoot a little bit. Nice big jump. She's opting to take some of the skips that we've seen athletes do here. That was a nice leap. And nice and high on that wedge. She's looking really strong. She's going to make sure she's there. Get that landing on the board. We'll see. Is she going to go for the jump? She had great momentum. Came down to the green block, but really kept her momentum through and made it to the end. Full clear for Mayana. Great job. All right, that puts her into first place. We are seeing those tight times. Just a second or so faster. Charlie trains out of Northwest Ninja Park in the Springfield, Eugene area down in Oregon. We've got a great crew here this weekend. Oh yeah, that was a nice jump. She's getting some positivity from Coach Sloan there. She's trusting herself on these big jumps this morning. Yes, she had just enough pull on that one, and she's going for the 1 or 2. Nice control. That is tricky. Right on the end of that board, but she got it. She's making sure she can use that block. Oh, she was so close. That was a great run from Charlie. All right, we are winding it down for the speed course. We have 2 more, and then we'll be on to our challenge course. If you're going to join us for the challenge course, we'll have a little break here in a few moments, but we have Kate and Evie getting ready to run. Kate, also a Northwest Ninja Park team member. Looking good. Lots of good trust. Swinging through and a solid landing. These athletes train these skills in their home gyms, putting it all together when there's a little pressure in the competition environment. There's a lot of trust that goes along with having practiced those skills. She's looking really solid here. She went for the jump! So close! Nice job, Kate. Okay, our last runner for this wave on the speed course. We have Evie coming up. We've got Coach Seda on her sideline. Out of fit set. Has competed here a number of times. Nice hold on that ring swing. She's finding her flow here on the speed course. Nice throw to the wedge. She has 20 seconds. She's got plenty of time to make it. Let's see what she chooses to do here. She's going to come down to the block. She's got it. Big, big jump. Oh, so close. Very close. I think that was heels just off the edge of the block there, but a nice run from Evie. And we will take a look at where we stand with our flow leaderboard here, our speed course. Nice job. We have Mayana, Monroe, Adeline, and Chloe. And then let's take a look at our kids' mail, where they stand. Graham, Nikita, Theo, and Ben K. And for our kids' mail, we have Jude, Jacob, Maxwell, and Travis. And kids' female, Sydney, Hallie, Mila, and Braylee. And remember, this is not over. We still have a challenge course for all of these athletes to run. We have just a couple minutes to get everything set up, and we will be back with you in a few. Sounds like it'll just be a couple of minutes. So thanks for bearing with us. We will be back shortly. Okay, welcome back. We are going to get started with our challenge course for the kids and mature kids. You can see our camera angle is pointing at one of the obstacles we're going to see in the course here. Let's go catch the start of the action. It looks like we maybe are not quite ready yet, but we will have our roaming camera back out on the floor shortly. Okay, we are on the move. We are getting ready to head to the start of the challenge course here. We're going to see a brand new set of obstacles. Same athletes in the last two waves, or last two divisions that we saw in this wave. Our kids and mature kids. And we are getting going here. Alright, doesn't look like I have my timer here, but it's just going to be a moment. Apologies on that. Let's see. What do we have? We have Jacob on course. Let me see if I can fix that timer for us, but Jacob is looking great here. He has used one of his retries. Okay, we are getting this fixed. Awesome. Okay, we are still missing a little bit of info here. Thanks for bearing with us. Ah, there it is. Perfect. So we can see what Jacob is doing here. He's working on obstacle number 5. And he's going to use a second retry here. So this is our challenge course and the WNL challenge course rules. And so that means if they fail an obstacle, they get to do a retry. They have to do a retry. If they get the point on their retry, they get the point, they can move on. And they can do that on up to 2 separate obstacles. However, if they miss the point on their retry, it is the end of their time in the scored run. Getting ready for that big jump to this magneted ring. It swings down. That was a lot of speed coming in. He made the point there. I think the pit pillow is in. We'll find out for sure. Pit pillow and the black block. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is our emojis obstacle. How are you feeling? He's going underneath, so athletes can use their hands and forearms on this obstacle and no feet. So we'll see some different techniques. It was a great one from Jacob. He is nearing the end of this course. We have 3 obstacles left, I believe. He's looking strong on this cliffhanger. Jacob trains out of FitSet, Calgary. That was a nice swing and a landing on the wedge. Ring slider to cat grab, and he is moving through. Airtime here. He's got that point, and he is on to the last obstacle. Who doesn't love a roller coaster? He can use his hands and his feet on this, but he does have to get it over the hill, so he's going to push. Was it enough? He's going to push a little harder. He's getting lots of tips from his coach. Oh, so close. Is he over the hill? Oh, he is. He's got it. That's a nice stance on the skateboard. Big jump in the pit below. And into the buzzer. What a way to start the challenge course. Full full clear for Jacob. Nice job. Okay. That is our run order. We are going to see Travis next on the start block. Travis, another FitSet Calgary athlete, has been doing Ninja for 2 years. Nice, he's looking strong on his footwork. Looks like some problem solving on how to get that door to move. He's got it. He's moving through. He'll have one more door he needs to spin at the end of this obstacle here. Obstacle number 3. If he can push off the wall and swing his body, that was great. He might need to get that push again. Awesome, and that was good timing on the jump off. Now he is on to, oh no, they swing. We saw this obstacle yesterday for our Tier 2. We saw all these obstacles for our Tier 2 competition. However, the difficulty level has been raised, and we will see that continue to get harder throughout the day. A little hamster wheel going on here on that spinner, but he is right through. We've got another moving element as part of this obstacle, that swing around bar, and he's made the point into obstacle number 5. Choosing to get a little chalk here, that's smart. Make sure the hands are gripping well. That was a nice big jump. We have a magnet on either side of this obstacle that holds it in place, so it can still unhook, but he was very efficient there. He didn't pull any more than needed to on it. That was great. And then we have the dropping drawbridge here. And that wood ring that they pull on is on a dropping sky hook. Releases the board down to the pit pillow. Oh, our ref is down, but we're all good, and Travis got the point. So on that obstacle, they can use the pit pillow or the black pad as their landing platform. And he made that look easy going underneath the emojis. And he's going underneath on the sliding part of this obstacle too. That was a great lock off. That was hard. Looks like he maybe got hit a little bit by that. Hopefully he's okay. He has not stopped though. He is moving. He's got 1:10 left. Yep, he's rubbing his head. Looks like he hit his head, back his head a little bit on that emoji face. The tops of those drum hoppers have some icons on them. We'll get another view on them. Some of our other athletes. A nice strong landing. He's not rubbing the back of his head anymore. Hopefully that means it's hurting less, and he is continuing on to the second to last obstacle. Airtime with 40 seconds left on the clock. Good jump into that ring. Big throw! And he has made it to the wedge. That is not an easy move. Very nice. And he has 30 seconds to complete this last obstacle, the roller coaster. That was a strong push in, and he's on his feet to the pad and the buzzer. Awesome job. That was a full clear for Travis with no retries. You can see the little green dashes underneath the clock there. That indicates he completed all the obstacles. When they show up yellow, it means that they used a retry on a particular obstacle. So that was a very clean, nice run for Travis. We're getting Jude loaded in here. He's waiting on the start block. Might be just a moment here. We're trying to make sure all of our systems are in order. Thanks for your patience here. Take a look at our run order. Let's see who we have up next. Looks like we have Max next, actually, and then Jude. And that'll be the last of the kids' male category. All right, we have Maxwell loaded in. He's headed over to the start. All right, and this course that Maxwell is beginning to start is our challenge course. You can see the clock in the upper left-hand corner. It has not started yet. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to complete the obstacles here. And with our challenge course format, it honors the fact that athletes are humans. We make mistakes sometimes. They get an opportunity to retry an obstacle if they make a mistake. It's a mandatory retry for any obstacles failed. And Maxwell is out very quickly here. Looking good. One of many of the Skyhook crew we have joining us this weekend. They train a good variety of ninja and parkour over there, so you can see that they all have a lot of great skills. He's going to retry that. Just off to the left side of the door a little bit, but this is why we love the retries. It honors the fact that mistakes happen when we're doing ninja. Happens to everybody. Very nice. He's close there, using his feet on the wall. That is really helpful. You can see he's able to get a little more grip when he moves his feet up, but that reach is a little far there, but he can do it. That was some really good problem solving. Awesome. Good timing on the spin and jump, and he is through those first 3. He's going to find pretty quickly that spins quite a lot, but he's got another retry to use here. Just needs to see if he can get on top of that roller a little bit more. Those are really heavy rollers, and so they do spin. Once they get spinning, they go kind of fast, but if you land right on the top, it does not spin much. You can see that on the first one. And the second one, what a great approach. He's going to take that bar around and see if he can make it to the black landing. The pad that's down below, we can't really see where that is. Looks like we're having a decision from the ref there. That gray wedge was unfortunately not a part of the obstacle. I think it was placed there so the athletes can't skip straight to the black pad. Maxwell is continuing on, great attitude, moving on to see if he can try as many of these obstacles as possible. So even though that is the end of his scored run, with our challenge course format, if they fail an obstacle, they have a mandatory retry and they need to get a retry. But he is just going to continue within his time cap to see how many of these he can get for fun. He's looking really strong on those drum hoppers there. We can just see the emoji faces a little bit on top. And we have the slider, and he has made it down to the skateboard. One of several skateboards in this course, if you can't tell. We do like our skateboards here at Life Force. He has about 1:20 left on his time. So that means he's got plenty of time to get some experience on these obstacles. Nice job. Right through that cliffhanger. If you've been watching with us for a few athletes, you may have noticed that these obstacles get a little bit harder, a little bigger, more exposure, a little more technical as they go. We generally try to build courses so that they ramp up for the athletes. And yes, they are going to get a little bit tired and possibly feels harder because of that. So doing awesome. Nice confident stance on the skateboard. A big jump and all the way through. What a great job. Nice job, Maxwell. Okay, now we have Jude joining us on the start block. Nice strides through the Bosus. We were talking about this on our last athlete. The courses ramp up. They start out simple with some easier skills, less technical. Though this wall is fairly technical as far as using those doors and some of these reaches. It also depends on the athlete's personal experience levels. And Jude is going to figure out what he needs to do to get that move there on this wall. So this is the beauty of the challenge course. They get to retry. They have to retry. Trying to keep calm mind and a good attitude. And he is looking really good. He's going to figure out what he needs to do here. This is a big reach. We saw this for the previous athlete, that was a big stretch, but Jude has figured it out. He just needs to try to be as accurate as he can on this last one and time his jump. But he's being smart here. He's going to get himself reconfigured. He's going to push off that wall. Very nice. It pays to take that extra time. Now he's on to, oh no, they swing. Looks like he's hyping himself up. Very nice. And once I get that thing rolling, it's a little hard for it to stop, but he found the perfect spot on top, and he's eyeing up that jump, getting a nice pull around. Really good direction, body direction on that swing around bar. Jude is looking confident this morning. And all athletes have run a speed course, so they should be really well warmed up and have their mindset all set. It's nice that they get to run 2 courses for the regional. And that wooden ring activates this door. It pulls a latch and drops it down, and then he has some choices here. He can jump to the ring and ring swing as far as he can, or he can jump down and run across the pads. The pads are in play, and the point is on the black block, it looks like. And we are going to see what happens on these emojis here. He's going underneath, so hands and forearms are allowed on this obstacle and the block. Feet are totally usable, as you can see, and he's going to go underneath again on this sliding part of How Are You Feeling, which seems like pretty good. And a nice skateboard stance. We're seeing some great continuous movement from Jude. He's not stopping. When he's feeling good, he's moving right through. Getting a little grippy on the cliffhangers here. We're going to see some dynamic changes to this obstacle as we get through our divisions, as we scale up. That was a sweet vault up onto the platform. We're seeing some great style. Jude has 40 seconds, which is enough to finish, but he does need to keep moving. That was a great throw, and he got his feet high, which allowed him to get his hands up onto the ledges just perfectly. And he has just shy of 30 seconds. He did that last obstacle very quickly. He's used 1 retry. He has 20 seconds. He needs to push in, and he just needs to land on the pit pillow. He's going to give it another big push. There we go. He's rolling. Big jump. Yes! Nice run from Jude, and a full clear with 1 retry used. It was really awesome. That's why we love the retries. Athletes get a chance to fix a mistake they made, and it can be difficult to keep yourself calm and move through that, and Jude did an awesome job. We're going to be on to our girls here, our kids female. We may have time to take a look at that leaderboard. If not, we'll catch up in a moment. Okay, Mila is on. She's going to get to retry this skateboard. That skateboard has a magnet at the top, and they do need to push into it to release the magnet. She's got it. That was great. Sometimes things happen on course. Having that retry is a really good tool. And she will get 1 more retry should she need it out there. She's getting lots of good cues from her coach. Very nice. You may notice that we are not seeing the coaches. You might be hearing them through the audio a little bit. We have some coaching zones today that the coaches need to stay within, but they are still able to really support their athletes out there. And Mila's learning how this barrel moves here, trying to figure out what she needs to do to get a good jump off. Looks like she's right there. That was great. And she opted for one of those rings. So athletes get to choose how much of an obstacle they want to engage. They can only use what the ref tells them is in play, but they don't have to use every single element. They just need to be able to get from point A to point B, which is point A, the start platform, and point B, the finish. She's doing some great problem solving out here as she goes. And she has dropped the bridge on ring around the hook. And she's going to come down to the pit pillow. That ring up there is in play. It is a big ring swing. It feels pretty exposed. Unfortunately, she did not make it to the landing platform there, and she will retry this. Athletes need to stay on the pit pillow until they hit the black pad, which is their landing platform. And she'll understand that now. And she'll get a retry. It can be tough to retry a long obstacle, but I bet you we'll see some extra efficiency from her on this since she knows how it feels. It is great to see the in-the-moment development of athletes when they do their retries. You can see what they learned and that they are very adaptable and able to change things on the fly. Even though she made it through this part earlier, she's looking more efficient. She knows what it feels like. And she's going to stay on those pit pillows until she gets to the mat. Excellent, and she's got the point. And here we go into how are you feeling? She's going underneath. We're seeing this division. A lot of them, all of them choosing to go underneath at this point. She's really got to keep her legs up there. She did it. That was awesome. We'll see some differences. That skateboard again, but that is okay. She had a great run. She got a lot of awesome obstacles under her belt, and she is going to get to continue for fun, and she made that happen. And even though she's on the rest of her run for fun, she has taken it seriously, and she is moving with some good intention here. Really strong pull-up on the cliffhanger ledge. Nice. It is really fun to see that big power and a sideways swing to make it to the platform. You can see a lot of these athletes have been training hard. They've been practicing these skills at their home gyms. That was a beautiful throw and catch on the wedge. She's going all the way up. Whoop. Looks like that ring hit the bar a little bit, but she's all good. She's going to come down and check out the skateboard. She's got 10 seconds. That was a nice push in. A good transition up to her feet, and she got it. That was a great run. Nice job from Mila. Okay, we're going to check in with our kids' male leaderboard here. There we go. Okay. Look at that. That is our challenge course. I'm sorry to say we don't have a combined leaderboard, but we do combine the placements from the speed and the challenge course in order to determine the winners. We're getting started with Hallie. This obstacle is called the Life Force Staple. That skateboard there is an obstacle we love training over here. If you can't tell, there's a few in the course. Hallie got a lot of experience doing ninja and running courses. You can see that as she attacks these obstacles. Nice quick jump. She's only using what she needs to. Only felt she needed one ring there. She's gonna wait for that bar to take her around. That was good timing. That was a fantastic lock off and a quick reach. She's looking very focused this morning. Making the jump down. Athletes have a choice of jumping down or going to the ring. That can feel like a lot of exposure. All right, she is into how are you feeling? Going underneath. A similar tactic that we have seen. She's on the other side there. I think we've seen both sides being used. And she's figuring out how to approach this one. What a nice hold. That is a lot of core strength we are seeing right there. And a good repositioning of body weight on the skateboard there. There's about a minute and 20 left on the clock here. Nice, smooth pivots through this cliffhanger. Looking really strong. All right, and we'll see how she approaches this slider and the big throw to the wedge on airtime. Very nice. That was a good set. You could see she had her legs behind her and she threw them forward and she landed so accurately on that wedge. She's got lots of support from the crowd and her coach. Into the last obstacle on a clean run. She's going to go back and get a bigger push on that. Nice stand, good adjustment on her stance on that skateboard, and a full clear! Super clean, no retries. Nice job, Hallie, full clear. We have just two who have run in this division, and we are getting ready to see Lilac take to the course. Here she goes with the first obstacle, the Life Force Staple. She's going to need a big jump up and out in order to get to that block. Oh, she was very close, but she gets the retry. That was a much smoother try on the skateboard and very nice. Knowing exactly how the obstacle moves is very helpful. That's why we love the retry. Apologies for any glitching you might be seeing there on the camera. Looks like we're maybe experiencing a little bit of that, but mostly good here. Nice, she is on the wall, making a move. She can use that green pipe that's sticking up there, and she will choose to do so. That will help her get that reach over a little bit more. She's got one more door. She'll need to pivot in order to get to the landing platform. A good push. We are seeing a number of athletes problem solve here. Not getting quite enough push the first time, and then fixing it, and making it to the landing. That was awesome. She is on to, oh no, face swing. These barrels we usually have rolling in some form or another, but I don't know if we've had them rolling and swinging. So we've given these athletes a little something extra fun to work on. She's got a good spot. You can see that's not rolling under her feet, but she'll need to jump or it will start rolling. Approaching some of these big obstacles in a course run and maybe or maybe not having experienced them before can be a lot. She's doing a great job. She got the ring on the hook and she has another retry to use here. She'll just need to try to hold on. There, she got it. That was awesome. Direction started. Nice big kicks. Awesome. And that was a great reach. She didn't need much pull-up because she used her swing to help her and was able to keep her arms long, which is a good way to conserve energy. Nice. She's got some good swinging skills that we're seeing in use here. So she can straighten herself out so that she can make it up to that block. That was excellent. She has just about 50 seconds left. We're getting to the part that feels like a lot of exposure. That's a big jump down, but they have a big squishy pillow there. She has to make it all the way to the black for the point, and she got it. Let's see if she can make it through. How are you feeling? She is good on this so far. The black pad underneath that green block is also in play. And she needs to break this free. It is on a magnet, and it will start sliding. She's going for the press! Oh my gosh, that was a really brave attempt on that obstacle. That is a hard position to be in. We haven't seen anyone try that yet. Nice job, Lilac. And that is just the end of her time there. Great work. Okay, we have Braylee getting ready to start the challenge course. One of our own Life Force athletes. Nice strong skateboard. This is a good solid start for Braylee. Swinging her hips a little bit to get that door to move where she wants. And a big reach. Staying nice and patient, calm. She's looking really strong on this one. It's still early in the course. This is a good spot to stay measured, and she's doing that. Let's see if she can get that big push the first time around. She's got that right foot back solidly on. She was able to get a great push. And a nice jump to that landing. She locked that in. Obstacle number 3, and now on to obstacle number 4. Oh no, they swing. Looks like she's eyeing up. Yep, that support there. They are allowed, athletes are allowed to touch the bars on the side. She's going to try to get that thing a little more steady before she jumps, but she'll need to go for it. It will start rolling again. Nice. We are seeing a lot of athletes just choose one ring there instead of 2, and that's totally fine. Her back foot, I'm not sure if you could see it, just stepped off the landing a little bit. She'll need a little bit more momentum on this round. But I think she can fix it. She started a little early. We have the clock stopped. For this format, during the reset, the clock isn't running. It doesn't penalize the athlete if an obstacle needs to be reset, and then we count them back in and they restart once the reset is finished. This is the first retry she's using here on obstacle 4. She used a big pull. That was good. And she spotted that and landed it perfectly. She'll have one more retry should she need it. She's going to do a big jump and hook that on, holding tight. And you can see she was ready in that lock-off. It was a beautiful, strong pull-up. She just missed that ring. But she's going to problem solve here. We've seen some great problem solving and adapting on the fly from athletes this weekend, Tier 2 and Tier 1. Let's see if she can stay calm here. She may be able to go from there, but we'll see if she uses that swing technique, which she did with the long arm, and that was great. Doesn't look like she's getting too tired here, though, but it's possible since she's been hanging for a while. And she has dropped the drawbridge, and we'll see. Does she choose to use the ring or drop down to the pad? They have a choice here. And she's down to the pad, all the way to the black for the point. Fantastic. On to obstacle 6. How are you feeling? She's doing a good job with her core control there, keeping her legs off the ground. This is a fairly low obstacle. She's getting her swing going so she can make it to that landing. That was great. And the sliding part of this obstacle, she's going to hold on underneath. And that was awesome. She got it moving while she was hanging. That is some excellent strength. And she has made it to catch that hoop. Obstacle 7. Looking strong and confident. She's got a row of cliffhangers between her and the last 2 obstacles, and her time is counting down. Can she make it to the block? She was so close. She does get a retry on this, but with 3 seconds left, that is not a lot of time, but she is going to go for it. What a great attitude and nice work out there, Braylee. We wish Braylee a happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. It's so exciting to have her here with us this weekend. We have lots of incredible athletes, and our next one will be Sydney. Sydney training with the Skyhook crew out of Tigard, Oregon. She's looking speedy. Sydney says her favorite obstacle is spinning discs. Unsure if that is spinning discs on the floor as a balance obstacle or spinning discs as a upper body obstacle, but we do have some spinning discs in here this weekend on the balance side. She's looking really strong on these rings. Nice jump down. And around the corner in two. How are you feeling? Looks like she's feeling speedy. Oh, she's going for elbows. We haven't seen this technique yet. Very cool. Super strong. A good slide. I wonder if any of the other athletes were watching, if we will see that technique. Either people saw her do it or they planned for that. We'll see. She overshot that landing platform, which means this is a retry for her. I believe that's what happened. But that's another good reason we have the retry system. So if an athlete steps off of a finished platform that's the start of another obstacle, it means that they would fail the next obstacle. So I believe that's what happened there for Sydney, but she's not letting it get to her. She is continuing on to obstacle number 9, airtime. We got a little bit of exposure here, however, it is over our nice squishy airbag. Good body position. It is fun to be able to tell once they're on that ring if they're going to be able to get their body in the right position. She went right to the pad. She's got 1 minute and 30 for this last obstacle. And she's going to do it a lot quicker than that. Nice push in. Look at her ready stance on there. That is so good. Oh, she was super close. The skateboard hit the end there, which is quite jarring. So she will need to try to jump before it hits the end. She knows what it feels like. She knows the speed of it. Even with the retry, she's got plenty of time. She's got to get over that hill. It's a little tricky. Get over the hill, but not go too fast. That foot on the front is really what was helping her get through. Yes! Awesome. Nice work, Sydney. Full clear. Okay, let's take a peek at this run order. Sydney was our last for the Mature Kids female. And we're going to get started with Mature Kids male shortly. I've been notified by the ref that we have a couple of changes for the Mature Kids male category. Of course, we'll get a little bit more difficult for this group, but let's check back in with our leaderboard and see where we're at for the girls. That run puts Sydney into first. She had a bit of a faster time than Hallie in second place, both with full clears. How awesome. We have Braylee with 7 points and Mila with 6. Fantastic work. Oh, I am showing a leaderboard that shouldn't be on here. There we go. Kids female. Perfect. Apologies for that. We're all set now. Okay, we're just going to take a couple of minutes to make those changes for the Mature Kids male group. Misspoken there. This is our kids female. I may have said Mature Kids female. Our kids female group. Fantastic. And then looking at our kids male group. Great job. All right, now we're on track, and we are going to get going with the Mature Kids male here very shortly. Starting with Everett. We have the same run orders between our flow and our challenge courses. And here he goes. Everett, an athlete out of fifth set. They have 2 locations. We'll see if we can get a little information on which location he trains out of. Perfect. Looks like Everett trains out of the Edmonton fit set, and he is making good work, good time on this wall. Very nice. We have a landing platform on that wall obstacle that has moved out slightly from where it was before. Very nice. He is in the hamster wheel here, but he's going to use that support to see if he can slow himself down. It looks like that worked. He'll just need to get himself oriented so he can make the jump to those rings. We saw a number of previous athletes choose to just use one. You can use one or both. He's doing awesome on this one. That barrel is definitely fairly rolly. That block there is out of play, unfortunately, so he will be engaging his retry. That gray wedge there is out of play, so the athletes cannot cut the obstacle short. It's one of the tools that we have. And he's waiting for the clock to count down. Athletes are not penalized for any resets that need to be done if they have a retry. So we'll pause the clock and then restart once the reset is done. He's already moving quicker through this obstacle. He missed that, didn't miss. Skipped that first barrel on purpose both times. He's staying really calm here. He's gonna see if he can get this around enough to make it to that landing. Going back to the ring seems like a really good option, and that was a really nice pull. You can see that that worked very well for him. They have a nice big area they can land on. He's into obstacle number 5, a ring around the hook. Moves around on a bearing and locks into a magnet. It can come undone if they pull hard on it. And it looks like we haven't had any issues with that this morning with our smaller athletes, our younger groups. This is another one of our changes we're seeing. We're seeing some differences on these obstacles with our first mature kids runner. We need to hook that ring off a sky hook onto the blue hook. That was really close. He has enough swing now. He's just going to wait for it to line up. It can be tricky with that moving. Really good perseverance. And that wood ring still pulls down the drawbridge. And let's see, this group may be required to use that ring. We will see. That was a beautiful swing and fantastic body control. You can see the legs were tucked up, so he didn't hit the ground there because it does get low at the bottom. Right into how are you feeling? He was looking strong on that press, but he's got his second retry in his pocket, and he's going to use it again. Use it here. Big, strong press. This is a movement we don't see a ton of in Ninja. It can be awkward. It can be a little different. He did a great job. Nice try on that. And he's going to try the sliding part here. That was a strong press. That is very wiggly. I did get to try that one out myself, and it is an experience. Nice. He was very close to that ring. And Everett's time has run out, but he had a great run. Got some awesome obstacles under his belt. And we are getting ready for Andrew. Andrew trains with the Fit Set crew. You can tell from his jersey there. Very nice. He got a good spin on that door and was able to make it easily to the ledge. Nice push. This is our second course of the day for these athletes. They ran a speed course earlier, and this is our challenge course, quite a bit longer with more technical obstacles. Very nice. Made it to the landing without touching that gray wedge that was out of play there. No issues. Nice big pull. This one could be a little bit disorienting because of the directionality coming in on those rings, wanting to be facing a different direction, but he knew he needed to turn himself around in order to feel confident on this, and he is making through with good time. That was an awesome grab, and he made it to the landing. Doesn't really matter how they land on those landing platforms. All body parts are in play. They just need to make it past the frontal plane, the invisible wall at the front of the platform. And he is looking really strong on these presses. They are not able to use that black pad underneath the green block at the end of this first set of discs, and he was so close. Very nice. And he made it through the first part. This is where it gets a little bit harder. So strong. His foot was on the front edge of that pad, but he didn't touch the ground. So he was good on that one, but he will have to retry obstacle number 7. Oh, so close. That was some awesome effort from Andrew. Nice job. He does have some time to finish for fun, 1:20. Looks like he's gonna head off. Great job, Andrew. Kellen from Skyhook is on. Riding that skateboard, the Life Force staple. Has some nice reaches on the wall. Very nice. He's very close. That was some good holding on. Hold on. You can do it, Kellen. Nice. Kellen is 10 from Tigard, Oregon, trains at Skyhook, and has been doing ninja for 4 years. He has locked in obstacle number 3, the wall obstacle. Coming into Oh No, They Swing. These rotate and swing. It can be quite disorienting. They are able to use the pipes on the side. He can climb up a little bit and get his feet on top. He'll set for the jump. Excellent. Waiting for that perfect landing spot so he didn't touch the wedge, which is out of play there. That was great. For that nice strict pull-up, so strong. We're seeing a few different techniques on this one. The strict pull-up or the swing and reach. Using the swing to generate momentum can be a way to conserve energy. He does need to hold onto that ring in his left hand, the one with the white tape on it, and take it to the blue hook. Excellent. With minimal swing, he had a good push there. He got him where he needed to be. And the drawbridge is down. This obstacle, the ring swing part of Ring Around the Hook, is a little high. There's some exposure. There could be some nerves here. That was a good tight hold. Not quite to the landing. Hopefully he is all right on that one. But he's got a retry. For our challenge course, athletes get a retry. It's mandatory. If they fail an obstacle, they have to go back and retry it. If they get it on their retry, they get the point. And there's no penalty, just maybe that it takes a little bit of extra time. And especially being an obstacle that is a little bit longer. However, the good news is that Kellen has experienced this obstacle, and he will likely be a little bit quicker. He knows what it feels like, he knows what to do, and what positions his body needs to be in. So he's going to turn himself around here. Get a swing going. So he takes a little swing into that blue hook. Looks like his arms might be burning a little bit, but he is persevering. Come on, Kellen. Hang in there. He's got it off. He's hooked it. He needs to move solidly through the rest of this. Maybe he'll take a moment on this box to regroup. He's going to need a big tight hold on that ring. There can definitely be some forces with a swing this big. Oh, so close. We'll see what the ref's call is. Unfortunately, I think a hand went down between the pad and the landing platform, but that was a great try and a great run from Kellen. He has also reached the end of his time there. Nice job, Kellen. Okay, next up we will see Milo followed by Jacob and Sam. We are just troubleshooting a little camera connection here. As you can see, our screen has gone blank, but we are getting it fixed. Apologies. We promise you'll be able to see the action soon.
cam link needs to be replaced.
Okay, well, we're okay.
I'll probably go to Best Buy and grab one today for tomorrow, just so we're not dealing with this tomorrow. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you for your patience. We have got all sorted out, and as you can see, we are back. Just working out some technical difficulties.
You got this, Milo.
Okay, Milo.
You gotta reset. Yeah, you got this, Nice. Nice. Right and then left. There you go. Nice, Milo. There you go, yep, just the black hat right underneath. Good job. Right here. Good job. Yep. Same thing. Go back. Milo, you can go back to the platform if you need to.
For athletes to use
Nice, Milo. There you go. There you go. Milo, can you get your foot back to the platform? Can you get your foot back to the platform? There you go. There you go. Back up. Back up. You have to get one more go. Milo, we're going to hamstring wheel this all day. You got to get more speed. There you go. There you go. Now lean out. Over here. Okay, Milo, you gotta just go for it. No pull. Just jump from the front side. 1 quick 2 jump. Be confident. Just like that. Just like that. Speed. Yes, jump. And then black side. Yes. Wrap the ring.
She's approach.
Good. Now pull up. Yep. Build your swing. Good. Ring up. Go for it. Yeah, right here. Good. Good. And then remember, it's gonna drop. You ready? Good. And then be ready for the speed forward. You ready? And go.
Another minute left. It's your run now. You can do whatever you like. Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, good try. Good job.
That is a strong press on those. Going to use his first retry here. Challenge course has a mandatory retry for athletes. If they fail an obstacle, they have to go back and try it again. If they don't get it on their retry, their time and score is over. But they do have time to finish for fun. We're going to see Jacob on the rest of his course. Nice job, Jacob. More obstacles. He has a minute and a half left to see if he can do his last obstacles.
Right under you.
an obstacle you can't reach, just try to reach over.
Ready? Good. You're on 3.
Right, yes.
Thanks for your patience as you are trying to difficulties here.
Whoa! Oh boy.
There you go. Fun.
Oh wait, what? I thought it was even further. Oh wait.
Press type obstacle. You can see his arms are straight. Oh, he made it, and he's pressing really hard, really strong in that position. It's not a position we see a lot of in Ninja as of now. It's tricky. He's going to go back. He does need to go all the way back. We saw another athlete restart here as well. He does need to go back and start from the beginning, which is tricky because undoubtedly it's tiring to do this one over again. He looked even stronger on that one somehow. That was awesome. Can he keep that press? No! He's so close. We're going to see some more obstacles as he continues for fun here. He's got a minute, 15 seconds.
Okay. Do we have this clock?
Yep. Got 10 seconds left.
Got this, bud.
Things are heating up here. We've got a handful more competitors in this division. strong press. We are seeing some serious grit from these athletes this morning. That is not an easy obstacle, and he's opting for elbows on this. That is cleared by the ref. Less wiggle. Nice big jump. More to a boot screen as our athletes get taller throughout the day. Nice big reaches. A lot of energy on the sideline for Gage.
Black is a big one. Last obstacle on a clean run. He's going to get that thing started from a standstill. It looks like, oh, he's going to go back and give it a push. Seems wise. He's ready for the slide. Nice big jump and grab. Mixed grip on that hook. With a super clean run. Lots of cheers from the crowd, from his friends, his family. Awesome. Our first full clear on the challenge course. Way to go, Gage.
Nice.
This course. Nice, speedy start.
Right under you, Ben. Right over here.
Anytime. Just really the trick is that ring behind him. Luckily he's got this back to it. Strong presses. Whoa, he went so fast on that. That was cool. Let's see, is he going full press or is he going to go elbows? He got it moving. That's smart. Wiggling first. But it does have a little bit. He knows he needs to go back in order to start the obstacle. Let's wait for that reset. Oh my gosh. Time pause. When the reset happens, he's taking it. Attacking on that, and it worked so good. That was awesome. Big jump. Whoa! Holy Superman jump there. That was awesome. He trusted himself to do it, and he got the grab. Paid off. knees and doing awesome. It was a good swing and dismount. Is he going to go elbows? He's going elbows. Yes. Very nice.
You gotta put that on.
What happened? Not quite catch what happened there. I called something. You saw it. I did not quite catch that.
We can do it again.
Just a repeat. He knows what it feels like. See him adjusting his hand on there. Let's see if we can.
Hands up.
Before he got it. So close. Starts to come back. Jump here. See him? He's got some mad hops. Yes! That was really awesome. Murray's used both of his retries. Really good use of those retries. That's why they're there. Nice. Here. So hard to tell the distance from this angle on the camera, but that was a nice throw. 9, they're tied. Big throw. Lots of cheers from the crowd, lots of hype for Murray here. He's getting down to the end. He's got 43 seconds. Time.
Black pad is the black pad.
He's being smart about this one. Fantastic! He's going to need a big push. He knows how to do this skateboard. Skateboard's here in my force. Huge locked in jump. And all the way to the buzzer. And a full clear for Murray. Nice job, Murray. Puts Murray right into second place. Athletes down here.
All right, Jamison. You're on 3. Huh? Yes.
How are you feeling? We have some emoji faces on these drum hoppers here. It's become the theme for our comp this weekend. Looks like he's trying to decide, deliberating on elbows or hands. The hands has a little bit more wiggle to it. You can see him shaking.
No. Okay, I can get that.
All the way back to the
It's
center.
a retry. The tough news is to do the total obstacle over, which is a lot of press. But you're seeing athletes still have quite a bit of
couldn't use my forearm.
Next run from Jameson, we're going to see some more obstacles here. Oh, he's close to that hoop. He's got a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger obstacle. Airtime. Last two after that one. It's about a minute. Let's see how much time it works.
What am I doing?
Onto the ring. Stride. From there.
Keep right.
Great run from Jameson. Some nice strong obstacles out there.
Alright, Jack.
Ready to start the course.
Jack, you got this one there.
It's over here at Life Force Ninja.
There we go. Sit there, Jack. Jack, I need.
Jack, you got this
Hold on the window to get himself positioned where he needs to be on the landing. Skip the first part. You can do it. Angle on the action here. He's going to jump himself up there into a strong press position. He's looking really good. And a nice swing with the lower body to get himself. He's going for the elbows. I wonder if he was watching some of the other athletes. This seemed to work really well. It's a little bit more stable. Going on the hands. Yes, that's really good technique on that one. That skateboard did not quite break free from its ring. Maybe push into it a little bit more. But that's going to be his second retry. And it was so worth it. This is what the retries are for. Mistakes happen on obstacles. Sometimes or it's happens.
feel like it was on the edge of a deal.
I couldn't see.
I was just stoked that he got it. All right, Ben.
Is on. Quite the skateboard move there. Really striding through these first couple of obstacles.
Big jump in that ring. Remember to take that ring?
Obstacle. We have a little emoji faces, a different one on each drum hopper there. Nice. Oh, he was very close. He was looking strong. He was using his legs to help him generate momentum. He's going to have a chance to do it again. This is a mandatory retry system for our challenge course runs. There he goes. That was awesome. He does need to get the slider, though. Is he going to go for elbows? That's been working really well for people. I think he's getting the okay from the ref that he's allowed to engage the obstacle that way. Fantastic. Jump, the legs up off the ground, into the cliffs. He has his 1 of his 2 retries. Run. Checking in with our leaderboard. Run put Ben into second. Our top 4 finished the course.
All right, Theo.
Thank you.
variations and some new things. That was awesome press on the emojis. He's going for the elbows. We've seen it work. Strong, good coordination. That was very nice. Step on the skateboard. Oh my gosh, that was awesome! That was a
Great
sick
catch.
save. One arm.
Black pad with the 10 on it.
Line that up. So over the top of that now. Perfect. Big jump. That was beautiful. All the way to the... Nice! Nice job, Theo. I'm going to double check with the ref, but it looked like he was clear on that. I just wanted to be sure because it looked like he was on the map. But we have confirmed with the ref, Theo got the full clear. Nice retries. Nice on that. Ooh, it was a good jump. It was a great try. Nikita gets to right. Better place than the last obstacle. See if we can How are you feeling? Looks like he is feeling strong on this one. Nice job, Graham. And is he going to choose the hands or the elbows here? We haven't seen anyone make a success here. You can see how much it's shaking for him. But he got it, and it was excellent. Hard to stabilize in that position when it's sturdy, let alone when the obstacle is shaking like that. Nice throw. He was efficient. He was perfect. There's just enough to get him where he needed to be on the landing. Looks like he's really strong this morning. Feeling on. Looking good.
On the black mountain.
On a clean run. Confidence in the skateboard. Big jump. Mixing his grip, switching it back, and through the landing. Way to go, Graham! Nice job with the clean. We are going to have a 2-minute break, and then we will be on with the girls shortly. Thank you very much for your patience. 2-minute break. Back to the Kids Harris.
Perfect.
Same time limit as 6 to 8, right? Yep. Black platform. It's nice and chill. Run through the stride, right? Trust it. You have that corner. Nice fast on that first one. Take a second. Nice and comfortable. Up there. We'll go into the ring. Around the platform.
Becca's asking for you.
Yeah, it's because there was a duplicate last time.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I could have grabbed a second one, or a third one, or a fifth one.
I eat them like that's my energy for like the coffee.
From there.
She knows I like it, and there's so much protein and things.
Flip around.
Wow, it's so good.
Cookies, chomps, and fruit levels.
Yeah, I don't know what's in them exactly, but
They're good.
yeah.
Press hard, press hard, press hard. Stay. I want to use a lot of my
I
legs.
brought so much food to like heat up the
Platform.
heat. Not gonna get a chance to.
Forearms going that one. Big with the bar.
Powerhouse snacks. I should have brought a snack.
Breathe out of the mouth. Keep forward on it. Nice and gentle. Good pace. Straight. Right into it. More right in the board and then pull it towards yourself. Yeah. Nice, Adelina. So good. Keep your feet on the wall as long as you can. Yeah. Look for it and you want to push off that green a tiny little bit. So smooth. Get all the way to the right side of the board and then throw it. Yes! And the black is our dismount. Yeah, four strides. Strides. Run through all of them, Adelina. You have it. Confidence. Yeah? Same thing here. Trust it. Right to that ring. Yes, Adelina. Tiny little pullback. Green bar. Do not touch the ball. Make sure you don't touch the ball. Black's our dismount. It's there. Look for it. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Let go now. Go back to that ring. Our black is the dismount there. It's nice and chill, Adelina. You know what I mean? You're there. Let go. Yeah. Same thing, Adelina. Breathe. Super good pace. Minute in. Right into it. Quick reach out. It's there. Nice. And then put my hands down. Go for that 180. Yeah, Adelina. So smooth. Same thing. Gentle when we pull it down. Make sure the ring doesn't come off. So good. And it's a big jump to that blue scoot. It's a far distance out. We're there. You go to pull up confidence, Adelina. Go for it. Hands up.
On a magnet up there that's kind of funny. Oh my gosh!
Yes, Adelina. So
That platform there, that was perfect. We have the mat below that.
Adelina, remember, I have to jump into it. Adelina, have to jump into it. Breathe. Take a second.
So good.
Tough obstacles can
Look at that. You gotta get off the course first. You gotta get off the course first.
What's out here this weekend?
Yeah, good. Nice. Right side a little bit. Lean in. Squat. Nice. Good. Same thing here. Good push. You push. Yeah, push into it. Yeah, good. Press those steps there. You got it. Good. Same thing here. Got it. Look for that ring. Good. Yeah, spot that. This step. Good. Reset. Rerun.
I paused it. I just paused it, guys.
Okay.
It's not. Oh,
You're on. You're good. You're good.
Ready? Jump. Kick here. You got it. Yeah, get that ball. Spot it. Good. Yeah, spot those feet. Trust yourself. Come on.
Strong jump and press. Getting a lot of nice swing. Hard to stabilize with the arms with that swing, but really good for moving forward. Elbows on this. Not an easy one at all. Skateboard to the it's all right.
Remember, push on. Push off. Step in.
Jump. Families out here supporting each other. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, so the video might not.
Remember, Y stance style, a little bit more power. It's a Y stance, remember? Take a second.
You got it.
Make sure, come on,
Pick it. Nice. Yes.
Boundary.
it so good. Get to the right side of the board and then pull it with all your weight. Nice, Maya. Super strong. And then it's quick little pulls. Quick little pulls. Yeah. Push off the green to keep yourself on the wall. Yeah, so smooth. Same thing. Right side of the board and then throw all your weight with your hips. Yeah, and it's just to the black. Nice. Good green. You have the strides here, Maya. Nice and chill. Take one quick and go. Yeah, see, they barely move. Same thing here. One step and go. You got it. Come on, Maya. Yeah, it's there. Nice. Make sure not to touch that gray ball. It's just the black. Just the black through there. Nice. So good. Bring right into it, Maya. Minute in, right into it. You got it. Nice and confident. Yeah. And then reach with that left hand. Nice, Maya. One kick it should be there. Kick hard towards the blue. Hard towards the blue. It's here on this one. Then come up with it. Yeah, it's there. Nice, Maya. And on the ground, just grab it nice and gentle. Yeah, and the feet on the floor. Okay. Same thing. It's a big discount here. You want to jump with a lot of confidence. Come on, Maya. Yeah. Nice and let that go. Nice, Maya. So strong. Finish on Maya. Ready to go. Don't try to jump off. Jump off. Yeah.
Strong press. You can hear a coach saying move your hands at the same time, so swing the legs, forward, move the hand. You can see that is working really well for her. She's working with the elbows.
If you need to push a little bit, that's okay. Yeah, come on. And then go over step. Make sure you're holding it. Nice. See Maya. Exit jump. 5 feet. Come on. Maya, I gotta jump one. 8 feet close. Jump. You got it. Come on. Yes, it's there. Come on, Maya. Big jump. You can do it. Keep more steps, okay? We're on the road.
She's going to continue for just about a minute and 20. See how far she can get through this course.
Yeah, so strong. Maya, yeah, just on the side. And then one big knee towards the green is there. Yeah, it's there, Maya. It's there. Nice. So strong.
Lots of positivity from her coach out there.
Remember, hips behind you here, Maya. Hips behind you. Maya, you have that. Let's over down to the ball. Yes. And then one back swing and shoot for the black. Hands can use against the wall. So use my hands to stabilize myself. Nice, Maya. Yeah. It's there, that jump. You have to always do it. You trust it. Yeah.
Jump.
All right, Maya. Skateboard finish. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Put some power into it. Come on, Maya. Power into it. I know it's scary. Try to run into it if you trust it. You have it for sure. Yeah. I gotta push up and bring it a little bit harder. Push off and then step. Yeah, there it is. Get nice and tall. Nice and tall. Hit the buzzer, Maya. Hit the buzzer.
Going on to the win. With one hand, that was awesome.
Qualified for Worlds and doing what she can do with that arm. Great workout there, Violet.
don't run the other.
I think camera.
So battery too?
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
No, it's the. Okay.
Beautiful.
Hey, Jaden. Hey, Jaden. I'm sure it's fine if I just hit OK.
Yes.
Just, but it's touchscreen too. You good? Okay. Thank you.
Go here.
Right under you. Yep.
Guard. Right away to the rings. Jump.
Black pad.
Alright, ground the ring. Big jump. Try and get a lot of swing into it. Good. Good job. A little bit of swing. Alright, that's good, that's it. Big more, big balls. Pick it up. Nice.
Loud noise.
Just need to let go a bit early. You're all good. You're fine. You're fine. Don't play out. Don't play out. Pull up.
Straight into that strong press there. This is a tough body position.
This thing stopped working on me.
The gimbal?
Yeah, like it's just
Turn it off and turn it back on. So power button inside.
like the 3 is dimming and then going back on.
Let's check battery. 2 bars left.
For some of that, it was like peeping at me.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Make you all sick over there. Oh, and we can see them fixing the gimbal. That's perfect. Let's take a look at our leaderboard for the challenge course. So far, we have Monroe in first with 10 obstacles completed, followed by Chloe and Adeline, and Maya, each with 6. And left in our run order, we have Mayana, Charlie, Kate, and Evie. check back in with camera one. It looks
Fire,
like
and it's not coming back again. Just hold the power button and hold the camera with your hand, just to steady it with your hand as much as you can while you're turning the power back off.
Okay. Just for a second.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Let's go, Leon.
You got this. Ready? Jump up, ready? You really sure on this next one, Mimi? Really get your foot on there. Yeah, you're good. You got this. Yep. Right on your left, right on you. Good. Lots of speed. Just 1, 2. Yep. Yep. 1, 2. Big jump. Just like that. Yeah. Right here on the bus. Yep. Grab the ring. Nice. It's gonna spin. Wait for it. Good. Yep. Go right into that ring. Right here. Pull up. Pull up. Good. Now pull your switch. Stick forward. Yep. Right here. Okay. Nice. Yep. Easy throw, Mimi. Easy throw. Be ready to throw it. It's gonna snap you. Come on. Touch it. Yep. And
Little push first. Fingers up.
take a second, Didi. Right forward, be ready for it. You got this. Not up. Didi. Get your foot more forward on the skateboard. Get your right foot as close as you can. Both feet same time. You got this. Yes, yes, yes.
Good job, Neely.
There you go. Now big jump, really spot it. Yes! And then yes! It's up to you how you want to do it. Yes, forward and then lean and then be ready. Yeah!
Charlie. Good.
Right
feeling obstacle. Her time has started again. There was no reset needed. Very strong. You can see her swinging her legs to get her rhythm and momentum. Lots of love from the crowd. Charlie trains out of Northwest Ninja Park, Eugene, Springfield area down in Oregon. Makes the trip up here to Bellingham to compete.
That's the way to run some fun now.
On the course, we're going to see her approach a few more of these obstacles.
Lots of speed. We're going to just go one step. Perfect. One step. Perfect. Yep, right here on the back. Good. Grab the ring. Escape all the way around. Yep. Nice. Here goes. Yes.
Lower body swing to help her get forwards and plant her hand on that next drum hopper. And she's going straight for that block next. Very nice. And we are seeing that the elbows are looking really good on this one. Her hands over there. Her hands were up and away from the drum hopper. Adjustment on the feet. Let's get a little bit
Nice and wide. Very start.
Wow, that was great redemption on that obstacle. Good success on this one. Train a grip, work hard, hand placement. Air time.
Good job, man. Become fat.
Yes! That's it! Yes!
Fantastic. So fun to see what the athletes learn and they're able to put it right into play on the try.
You have a minute left. You have plenty of time.
Why that's going on. So jump a little bit of angle.
And then get up to the right.
Get on the
Good.
wedge.
Good. That's up to the right for this. Good. Spot it. Really spot it. You can do it, Kate.
She's preparing herself for this big jump.
Right here. You got it. Jump. Get your front foot to the front.
Over that first hill, and then she'll be cruising.
And then be ready.
Stance on this. She needs that big jump. Awesome. All the way through. Full clear for Kate. Used both of her retries. What a fantastic run.
Right under your knee,
10, Mayada.
Do you need to update? The leaderboard might change.
By the ref, the overall leaderboard might change. So it's always
That is a wrap for our kids and maturing kids. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Great work, everybody.
great work to our
We are going to get awards going in just a few minutes. We got a couple of things to check on over here before we do that. So stay tuned for awards in a few minutes.
Okay, that is going to be it
Fist bump, I guess.
for our
Don't love me enough
Kids
to
and
give me a
Mature
hug.
Kids Day this morning. We will see you a little bit later for the female wave. It'll be preteen, teen, young adult, and masters female all running together. Such a fun wave. And they will be starting, we'll be back on the live stream at 3 o'clock. So please join us then. We'd love to see you on the live stream. We'll have lots of exciting action coming up soon. Thanks so much for joining us. Jaden.
Yeah. I need
Jado,
to double check.
can I just wrap this up really quick? Do I just hit end stream? And then, what's that?
Yeah, because
I know you do. Let me